Hello everybody and welcome back to the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode with AJ Smith. Today we have Richmond International Raceway and we have gone and qualified in the 32nd position. So a very awful qualifying run at what I'd say is one of my worst tracks. So here we are ready to go racing just about in Richmond for the Toyota for Owners 400. And let's just have a look at the stories at the race, I suppose, before we get into it. So Martin Truex Jr. is the pole winner at Richmond, which is not very surprising. He's been pretty good at Richmond the past couple years or so. And then you got Tyler Reddick, failed optical scanning station multiple times, and Kurt Busch had an engine change after qualifying. So it will be us starting 30th position now due to those adjustments to the starting grid. So yeah, 30th place, Richmond International Raceway. The Toyota Owners 400 is underway, and it's a second short track in a row. So you'd think, oh, you had a good run at Bristol, AJ Smith. So you're gonna have a good run at Richmond. We'll see. We'll see how we go. As they already take it around the outside of Austin Dillon and a few other people there, Ty Dillon included. And right now, we're just trying to get it around the high side of people. Obviously, the high side is not the preferred lane. The inside lane on the left, all the way around that yellow line, is the preferred lane at Richmond. And yeah, this is pretty much one of my worst tracks on the schedule, apart from the road courses, because the road courses in this game, they're literally one of the most painful things to drive because of the physics and how this game works. But you'll see it when we get to it, I guess. I mean, hopefully it won't be as bad as I think it will be for me. As we're up to now 27th position, make a little contact with Chris Buescher coming off the corner, and look at that. Oh, what are you doing, Chris? Losing a bit of control after being hit on the straight, I see. But yeah, I don't understand. This is one of the worst tracks in terms of the AI. Like when they come off the corner, they just don't go to the wall. For some reason. So every time you're on the inside, you're trying to make a pass and you're trying to, keep your momentum going off the corner. You literally have to get out the gas because the other dude will literally not go to the wall. Like, look how far away Michael McDowell is from the wall. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? But, anyway, it is what it is. We get past Michael McDowell and we teleport here into the last lap of stage 1. We go past Michael McDowell, then a couple more, and then we just rode in 22nd for the rest of stage 1. And as we look through the stage results, I didn't really get up to it until the end here, but Kevin Harvick was the winner of stage number 1 here at Richmond. And now here we are going to look to make our first pit stop. We make a little adjustment on the wedge, and we're thinking of a bit of a gamble here. This is what I was thinking at the time. Guys, these left sides don't feel as worn. I think we can get away with 2 tires here, and maybe we can, get some track position. So I suggested to my team that we should put right sides only, and that's what we did. We went up 15 places, getting a lot of track position after the pit sequence, but now we're on right side tires and everyone else in the field is on 4 tires as we send it down into turn 1, already 3 wide, with people up in the top 5 momentarily as they get loose off the corner. And we got cars swarming all around me as I'm already struggling for grip on the 2 tires. And I could already tell this was not going to be a good call for me. And we were just going to slide back through the field, dropping like a rock, trying to get to the inside lane to just stop the amount of people getting past me quickly. But we were struggling, really. As you can see, we got into Billy B a little bit. As we go into the corner, under heavy braking, the car tries to turn around, and yeah, it was just like that. Anyway, we had a random caution for someone having troubles in the stage number 2. So we went in pit. We went and not stayed out. Sorry, we didn't go in pit because our tires finally started to equal out with each other, and the disadvantage we had obviously is not going to be the same as it was before. However, the car still not handling at its peak performance, I'd say. Already though, on the outside, a lot of stacking up going on, and we are going to take full advantage of that, going around multiple cars. We go from 20th on that restart all the way to 19th, as we already have a little bit of a moment there. Kurt Busch, again, we have a little bit of contact with him. And I hit the back end, and then Eric Jones just fully sent it into my left rear. And he almost spun it out as well. So you can see Bobby Carter riding up to the high lane. You know, we're going to get a lot of things done up there. As we're going door slamming because he didn't stay next to the wall. He just wanted to come down and say hello to us. And then, oh, look, he's already spinning. But he goes and saves it, and no caution will come out. So we're now into the 23rd position, and already we got cars looking all over our back bumper, trying to get past us. Ricky Stennis Jr. trying to poke at my butt there. But we're keeping it solid and steady for now in 23rd position. But we know we're going to be sliding back not too far from here, as you can see. Final lap of stage 2, we fell back to 27th, and then spent a solid few laps battling Alex Bowman for that 26th position. In the end, he ended up keeping it, as Ryan Blaney did end up winning stage number 2. And here we went for our pit stop once again. I didn't want to make really any changes to the car, just a little bit of wedge. As you saw, I was struggling with the handling in that run, so just a little wedge adjustment there to tighten up the car, and you know, just trying to make sure that we keep ourselves straight and not hitting into the walls. Obviously, this is not a great track of mine, so I just wanted to get away with a solid run. If we could get a top 20, that would be massive for us, but it's really unlikely at this point. So here we go into turn 1 and 2 once more around the outside of multiple cars. We're really taking advantage of the stacking up that goes on these restarts, as David Reagan sends it into my left rear, and we have a little bit of contact, but we both managed to keep our cars fairly straight. And look at that, he was spinning for a little bit, and he's already gone up my inside once again. So there he goes, past us. We're trying to run that high lane and get a run off the corner here, but obviously it's not going to really do much for us. We got Justin Haley behind us, the Daytona 500 winner, currently chilling outside the top 13 points, so we will not have the playoff position right now. So we kind of rode around in 27th for a bit until we got up the field, and oh, we got trouble in front of us. Kyle Busch is around, oh, and a lot of contact. We slow down, we avoid it, and I'm going to give you a little look at the replay here. Yeah, Kyle Busch has a tire go down, something hits Joe Logano. John Nemechek slams into him, and Cole Custer gets hit as well. I was pausing the replay there just to get a little thumbnail photo. I mean, obviously you're going to have seen that once you've clicked on the video. So, yeah, crazy crash there. Lucky we didn't get involved in it, because we know that would have been trouble. So I went and came to the pits, and nobody else came except for me and Kyle Busch, and this is what I had to say. Guys, I want to come down pit road here, get new tires. The car handling is going away, and I think we can get a better finish position if we get tires. So we went and restarted 38th, but AJ Smith, I was very confident, you know, going into the last portion of this race, that I'll be able to get through the traffic here. And already we've gone from 38th to 32nd, just taking everyone up the inside line. They're stacked up, and they all just kind of made a little hole for me. So I forced my way through there, and I hit the apron a little bit, but we kept a hold of it. As now we go and look at Chad Fincham's inside here, and we're going to slide past there. I hit Suarez, but he just like teleported out the way for some reason. I don't know. The physics are like a little bit meme. But you know, it is what it is in this NASCAR Heat 5 video game. As we are here in 26th position, the 4 fresh tires are doing hella work right now. We are moving up the pack, and as you can see, Kyle Busch is nowhere to be seen, so he's having a lot harder of a time catching up to everyone. As you can see, look at that, Eric Jones so far away from the wall. Like, why? Why do they do this to AI? As we go and get past Eric Jones and Austin Dillon, go and take the 24th position, now working on Eric Almirola and Ryan Preece. I really want to get past them both, so I send it down into turn 1 and 2. Wash up the track a little bit, so I push Ryan Preece up high. I'm sorry about that, but you know, it is what it is. I'm trying to get a top 20 here. It's not really my goal right now. Like, I don't have to do it, because I already achieved my contract incentives, so we're going to get a reward at the end of the episode for our performances. As now we go and pass Cole Custer going into 1 and 2, so the top 20 position is secured. We're just trying to get the best points day we can. Obviously, we didn't get any stage points, so we're trying to make the most we can out of this day. try and get as many points as we can. Every position is going to matter, of course, at the end of the day when it comes down to the playoffs and getting into them. And we already have a few playoff points, winning 3 stages so far. So, you know, maybe we can do something. As we got 3 laps to go here, coming to 2 laps to go. Cocusta is looking at my inside with his crinkled up front bumper. Somehow he and Carbush didn't DNF, as well as John Nemechek with all the hard hits they took, but you know, NASCAR Heat 5 video game is all I have to say about that. Anyway, we go into turn 1 and 2. We go and take Matt Kent's around the outside. We almost wrecked trying to get past Alex Bowman, and we go and finally get past him. Spent a lot of my day around Alex Bowman, and we made contact a few times, and well, we've kept it clean there. Even though we almost wrecked. So, final lap here at Richmond International Raceway, and as you can see, Kevin Harvick has taken the lead from Denny Hamlin now. As we go and get off the corner, Chris Buescher was going to exit the corner like literally half a lane away from the goddamn wall, so I just slid it up into him. I didn't give a shit at this point. So, it was going to be 17th position. The 4 fresh tires went and worked for us, and it was a bit of a big points day for us in the end. So as you can see, Kevin Harvick with the race win, and there's the rest of your top 10 stage winners was Kevin Harvick and Ryan Blaney, of course. Denny Hamlin blowing the race lead, and in the end, William Byron got past him as well. As we go through the race results, you can see and spot your favorite driver. Kyle Busch ended up 20th after his huge wreck, and he bounced back for 20th. I went and pitted and ended up 17th. So we both ended up doing pretty well, didn't we? So Ty Dillon rounds out the field here, 35 laps down. He's the only DNF of today's race somehow, as we get a nice little cool earning of 122 grand. And as you can see, we've organized a new contract option for 4 top 25s in the next 4 races. I think that's very doable. And now we're going to look at the point standings. Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Clint Bowyer. Your 7 different winners so far, locked in the points. As Joe Logano is also there. And then you can see the rest of the drivers that are there in points so far. We're currently out by 9. I did say just before that they were all the winners, the different winners, but obviously Justin Haley isn't there because he isn't in the top 30 in points. So the Daytona 500 champ needs to really work on his point accumulation in the next few races. So Talladega is going to probably be a big race for Justin Haley, and probably a big chance for us to get some huge points. Obviously, Super Speedways, I feel like, is going to be my best chance of getting a win this season in this 00 car. So, Talladega next week at Alabama. I hope to see you all next time, and I hope you enjoyed the episode.